one because if the microphone is off and I'm recording a whole video, I will be devastated. So what's going on, guys? How y'all doing? How y'all been? How y'all doing? How y'all been? So, my teeth feel weird. So, do you see what I'm trying to do here? Like, is this okay? It's just a little basic. You know what I'm saying? Just something basic, you know? Do you see it? Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay? Okay. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to be something other than plain Jane. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, do you see my hair? I literally just washed it. It's like, why is there curls in some places? And then just like this. What is this? Like a poofy mess. And then if I try to like finger curl it, it's not gonna curl out. If this was like curly all over the place and I could go in and actually curl it, like I would wear it like this. But it won't do that. So this is what I'm left with. You know, but I don't feel like braiding it, so I have no idea what I'm about to do. No idea what I'm about to do with my hair. None at all. But I don't know. We shall see how it turns out. Anyway, so how y'all doing today? I just realized my birthday is next Thursday, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna do. Probably nothing. I'm really upset because I feel like last year I was thicker than a snicker. No, not like super thick, but I was decent. Like, but this year I'm gonna be like a stick. So when I put my dress on, it's just gonna be like super thin. I'm like, all that hard work that I put in, and now I'm back down to square one. So I have to start all over again. But it's okay. It's just hard work and dedication. You can do this, girl. You got it. But yeah, 39 next week. I can't believe it. Like, time just flies so fast. Like, I'm grateful for becoming 39, but how did I get here so fast? Like, I still can't believe that I have a son half the time. Like, where did you come from, little boy? 15 years old. Why are you calling me mommy? Do you know where your mama's at? Because I can't be her. How on earth are you calling me mommy? I don't know, but time is a ticking, and it's time for me to be serious about life, you know, because, you know, time waits for no man. So anyway, I was wondering, right? So my grandmother passed maybe 2 weeks ago, and I want to know why it feels like an obligation to go to funerals. Now, I want you guys to chime in the comments below and let me know. So, back in 2018, when my other grandmother passed, I did not want to go, right? But everybody was on my case. Everybody wanted me to go. That's not right. You need to go. You gotta pay your respects. And I just was thinking, like, pay my respects to who? She's no longer here. She ain't gonna know if I'm gonna be here or not. Like, why do I have to go? And so I went against my will, and I sat all the way in the back. But I still got a glimpse of her laying in that casket. And I was just like, that's not how I want to remember my loved ones. Like, I want to remember her when she was full of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want that to be my last memory. Like, I can still see her to this day laying in that casket. So fast forward, just a few weeks ago, my other grandmother passed away. She was like, She was 93 years old, right? So it's like, how can you be sad about 93? She lived a great life. She traveled all over the place. She was on city councils, met presidents. Like, she's done a lot, right? Did stuff with mayors, all of that stuff. And she never worked a day in her life because my grandfather, even when he passed, still had ways to take care of her. So she went to church. She traveled around with singing groups, choirs and stuff. She literally just stopped driving this past May. Like 93 and you just stopped driving? Like, what? So I feel like that was an amazing life. She went on cruises. She did everything. So I feel like she lived an amazing life. So how could I be sad about her, transitioning or moving on or whatever? She's not going to live forever. So I decided that I wasn't going to go to the funeral. And yeah, people are like, you got to support your mom, blah, 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 blah. But I got brothers. She got a husband, my dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just put my foot down like, no, I don't want to go. Where in the rule book of life does it say you have to go to a funeral? Where does it say that? I need to know. Because that one thing I cannot stand. Like the energy, I hate the energy of a funeral. I don't like the crying and the snot and the like all day. I can't stand it. Like, I remember I went to a funeral. Daniel's grandmother, his great grandmother. I met this lady one time, right? She couldn't barely talk or anything. Met her one time. She passed. I went to her funeral. I was crying and snotting like I grew up with this lady. And I was like, this is just terrible. Like, I could be a professional funeral goer because when I see other people cry or sad situations, I just start bawling like it was my life, So it's just like, I'm not about to torture myself. I'm not about to put myself through this. I'm not doing it. For what? And so my mom talked to me and tried to convince me. I was just like, this is something that I decided a while ago, and I'm not going to go back on it because here's the thing. At what point do you go against what you feel and what you believe just to support someone else? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love my mom dearly. I'm sorry that her mom passed, but it's like, that's just not something that I'm interested in doing in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't plan to go to any other funerals. And then my son has never been to a funeral. I'll be trying to tell him, like, you don't have to go to a funeral if you don't want to. Like, don't let nobody talk you into doing something you don't want to do. Like, you don't have to be in there crying and sobbing and no thank you. And also, I don't want one myself. Cremate me, and if you want to do something, have a little party, singing, I'm not singing, but dancing, get some banging food, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy life. Tell some jokes, talk about some jokes I used to tell, anything but sitting around crying and snotting and being sad. Because the thing is, none of us are going to live forever. We all have an invisible clock over our head that's going to wind down and eventually expire. So never feel obligated to do something that you don't want to do, and that goes for anything. If you decide something, stick to your decision. You are the only one that has to live your life, and you are the only one that has to live with the decisions that you make in your life. So don't let anyone make you feel bad about those decisions that you decide to make. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think about that. Like, I hope, I don't know, I'm not gonna say that because y'all can get to talking crazy. But stick to your beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Do what you feel is best for you and your brain and what you can handle, So now, like the last time I seen her, she was at my cousin's baby shower. She was kind of in and out. Like she knew, like she was just slightly forgetful. You know what I'm saying? But she knew who I was. She told me, asked me if I needed a shawl, because that's all she ever said. Take you a shawl with you now. You can always take it off if you get warm, but you can't put it on if you ain't got it. So she always like she knew who I was and was talking and all that, you know. She was slightly forgetful with a couple people, but she was okay. She was a-okay. I mean, she deteriorated rapidly, but I mean, it's better than sitting around suffering and being in pain, all of that. She was healthy, she was good, all of that. So it was just her time to go, you know? Like, I shed a few tears, but it wasn't like super duper exhausting. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I would just, tears was rolling and that was it. And from time to time, I might think about her and tears will roll, that's fine. But I'm not like getting exhausted and going crazy and oh my God and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure it'd be different with my parents, but I'm not going to theirs either. I'm not going to anyone's. I just don't want to. I don't want to feel that type of energy anymore. It's draining. It's not something that I want to do. Sorry that this was so morbid, maybe. I don't know. I'm so sorry, but I just wanted to get that out, you know, and just see what other people's thoughts are about it, because people act like you are really a horrible person if you don't go. Like, what if I had to work? You would excuse me then if I said I had to work? But so just because I don't want to go, I'm a bad person? Like, no. I still loved her. She was a great person. Just not interested. And she would have told me, like, you tell, if she tell you no, the answer is no, and you better not ask her, why not? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm sticking with. But sorry about that weird rant, okay? Let me know your thoughts on that, and let me know about this little setup. I mean, I'm trying to do some color things. I wanted to do, I had bought this, right, down from the Five Below, but it don't do much. So, you know, I gotta pay some money if I want it to light up for real. So y'all know eventually I'll get to that. Eventually. But I'm gonna go now. Remember to smile because you're beautiful, and love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, why would anyone else? And stick with your decisions and what you want to do. Okay, that is it, and that is all.